Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. A woman can be psychologically attracted to a man. Now, in this space, there's a whole lot of stuff about a woman being physically attracted to a man, and that's definitely something to it. But a woman can also be psychologically attracted to a man. Yeah, and maybe not right away, except in certain cases. Like psychologically, she could be attracted to how he walks, how he carries himself, and all of that. She like his posture and everything like that. But usually when I'm talking about psychologically, that means his personality. What's he presenting? Is he a take charge type of guy? Is he masculine? Is he whatever, stoic? Whatever. All of that is psychological. And there's many a woman, she might look at a guy at first and she'll say, nah, they ain't really it. But then she's in a position to get to know him, and then she started getting touched psychologically. Indeed, I've said many a time, women, they'll meet a man and they'll find him physically attractive, but after they get to know him, they're like, he was all right till he opened his mouth. That's because the psychological thing isn't there. See, understand one thing about women. They gotta be attracted to a man on multiple levels. As men, we can just see a woman and just say, oh, okay, she's physically attractive, and then just go with that. Indeed, I've said several times, that's why several men have gotten in trouble with women, because they not really focused on her personality or something. Women are. And when I say psychological, and when I even talk about personality, it depends on the personality type. They subconsciously look for a man who clicks with whatever their personality is. There's even some deeper stuff with it. I'll just go over it just briefly. Like a woman who's psychologically worried about abandonment, she will psychologically get that guy less likely to abandon her. Or you get a woman who wants a guy, psychologically she wants a take charge guy. Well, guess who she gonna go with? She gonna go with that take charge man, Or even a man who's not really showing a lot of emotion and everything, and might give her a little bit of space in a relationship, she'll go with that guy. It really depends, but it's very important. It's very important. That's where that mouthpiece comes in. That's where that conversation comes in. When a man and a woman goes on a date, a woman especially wants to get to know him. Like a lot of guys just looking at those, I gotta say it, those breastises. He's staring at the breastises. She trying to find out, okay, what kind of guy is this man? And indeed, there's some cases where she might see the guy, plenty of cases. I've talked to plenty of women. They'll say, well, I wasn't at first physically attracted to him, but I got to know him. And they'll say something like he was sexy in his own way. That's because he had something about him that turned her on psychologically. See, women, yes, they gonna look. But it doesn't stop there. And guys telling other men, hey, yeah, it's all about the looks. No, it's in there, but women looking at everything. Women are looking at everything. That's why you get some guys who might look good and have a woman tell him he looks good, but then they still not interested for whatever reason. And that reason is always psychological. That reason is always psychological. That's why I've told plenty of men, and I've said it on this channel plenty of times, a man got to still get his mind right. Yeah, he can look good, but if his mind ain't right, the woman might not want to deal with him. And then I'm going to tell you what. Notice I said the word might. Sometimes if a man is jacked up mentally, a woman might want to deal with him psychologically because she crazy too. So if a man he got his stuff too much together, she might not want to deal with him. She'll jump over him for that guy who mentally ain't right, but psychologically, that clicks with her. And I've actually seen that happen. I saw a young lady a few weeks ago, and let's just say her mind wasn't right. I mentioned her briefly on my Patreon. Her mind wasn't right. But then when she got with the guy she ultimately got with, I was like, they're right together. Cause he had a little visible crazy too. I was like, they're right together. They're right together. But that's the thing though. That's the thing. And that's a powerful thing. In fact, a woman can be so psychologically attracted to a man that even if at first he doesn't look as good to her and he doesn't have that physical bait, all of a sudden she, like I said, sexy in his own way, or, all of a sudden he'll start looking good to her. Because understand one thing with women. Understand, just being able to talk with that man, hang out with that man is very important to them. The time spent, the connection is very important to them. Very important. That's not something that they play around with. Like let's just be real with us. If she look good, as long as she ain't a stone cold killer, a lot of men will still deal with her. And shoot, even in those cases, because you get some men think they're going to save her or something, right? Yeah, they'll still, many men will still deal with, much to a man's detriment. That's how a lot of men get played. And I've said that before. But women, they be looking at all these little things. Indeed, let me go into that whole looks thing. That's why you got so many men looking for handsome man game. They can't figure it out. They like all these women calling them handsome. And it's like, it's just psychologically, the man isn't clicking with the woman. And psychological is just a personality click or a certain type that's clicking with her. Because women, they're going to have different things. I wish they were all the same. No, women, every single woman got something different she going to click with. She might not click with the guy unless psychologically he act like her daddy. Oh, no, that's how deep it is. She looking for that father figure. So she looking for that guy. She might skip over 5 guys who, got everything going, even money, got everything going on, but she deal with that one guy. He might be broke. He might not look that great, but psychologically he act like her daddy. That's how deep it is. That's how deep it is. So that's something to consider. If you having trouble getting with a woman, you got to think about, are you clicking with them psychologically? And indeed, many men need to think about that, because then that's also how if you ain't clicking with her, don't force anything. Don't force anything, because that's a woman likely to cheat. That's the woman most likely to cheat. She ain't dealing with you psychologically and all of that. So you got to think about all of that stuff, all right? So remember that. That's a very important thing. So anyway, that's all I have for right now. And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.